everyone, this is Michael with Arkansas Off-Road Adventures, and we have came back from a heck of a time riding. I'm going to say I'm still feeding off the energy from that trip that we just went on. Had Brett and Jessica with us on the trip, and their first time getting out on some off-road stuff. It was very interesting. We had a great time. And had Kai and Lisa Duay from Wandering Buffalo Adventures was with us, and we just had an absolute great time. We ended up staying just one night because of the rain and stuff that was going to be coming, and I didn't want to get caught up in it, and it just made things really, really miserable because the rain's been very heavy. It's been raining a lot. And that was one of the technical parts of our trip that we went on. We had a lot of rain, and me and my wife had went on this trail back in the fall, and it wasn't that bad. It was a lot drier. A lot of the mud holes was maybe half full. It wasn't that bad. Rain can change a trail. I learned that, and it was totally different. Totally different. The water crossings, I expected to be a little bit more water in them than we had last time that we had went, and that was for sure the case. I really pushed my TJ Sampson to the test this weekend. It's the most roughest that I have been with this Jeep since I've gotten it. I've redone a whole bunch of stuff on it, and maintenance stuff that needs to be done. I put new ball joints on it, tie rods, all the stuff that needs to be done on a Jeep at times. And so I've done all that because I want to trail ride with this, and so I don't want to get out there and it break on me, So that's why I've done the work I did to it. So and you can see it sitting in the yard, and it didn't break, so that's a plus. So. But definitely push this TJ to the test. Brett has a TJ and Jess do, and it was pushed to the test. It was amazing. I crossed one hole of water that if I'd known that it was as deep as I thought that it really was, I didn't think it was quite that deep. But when I got into it, it was deep. Let's just say the water rushed up on the hood real quick. It wasn't a flowing water. It was like a hole of water, and when it went in, it went in. And I eased into it because you never want to fly your Jeep off in the water fast and try to bring it up. You don't want to do that. But when I went in, it wasn't too bad, but as soon as I got kind of to the other side, it went down, and it brought water up over it. And I punched it, and out it came, and it didn't hurt it. But I don't recommend doing that. If I'd have known, I would have never done it. That it was that deep, and that's one thing I got in my mind on that particular spot. There's another way to go around it, to come around to there that's been made, that's a little more shallower, that it wouldn't have caused a problem, and I've got that in my mind that's the way I need to go next time. Don't cross that spot. Last time I crossed it, it got up on my bumper. Okay, I've got a 4-inch lift on here. It sits pretty high, but when it got to that other spot, it brought the water up. And the Jeep stayed going. It didn't kill it. And I left it run just in case if there was anything that might have gotten wet. And it did fine. So that was great. But we did take on some water in the floorboards, and it ran back out the back. I know when I come out to the side, Brett told me, he said, "Michael, your water ran back out of your tailgate of your Jeep." And I was like, "I know. I got some up in the floorboard." So it was quite the ride. And we really pushed this thing pretty hard this weekend. We went on a trail on Saturday and going to Pilot's Knob. That was a pretty rough ride going up what's called the Bowman Hollow off of Highway 123. And we were heading up that way. And I got into one spot that I was doing okay at first. And then my rear end kicked down on me, and the Jeep got teeter-tottery. And that was a little bit hairy feeling to feel that. The Jeep wasn't going anywhere. So I had Brett and Kai, they came up and helped me get spotted out what I needed to do, got back down off of that, and so that was good. I did learn some things about my Jeep on this trip that I'm glad I learned. I definitely need to put some front locker on it. We noticed in some of the videos, and Kai had pointed out in some of the videos, that this wheel over here was turning, but that one over there didn't want to, and I guess that's because this has open differential on it, and I believe that's probably why from what I read in the forums. So I'm going to be looking into getting a locker put in this front end for sure. That way I can have even torque, and it will help a tremendous amount. Another thing, I got sway bar disconnect pins coming to disconnect the sway bars. That way my axles can pivot more. And that would have probably helped me a ton when I got in that bad situation where the Jeep wanted to teeter-totter because it couldn't let go. You know, it's attached to the axle, so it made it that way. So I'm hoping that by doing this, I can eliminate having that kind of a problem again. So at least that's what I'm hoping. So, and it'll make for a better ride too, for sure. Airing your Jeep down, your tires down, you know, to a lower pressure, and sway bar disconnects can make a huge difference in the ride of the vehicle. And I was watching Kai and Lisa's Jeep as they were riding. Of course, he had the sway bar disconnect and had all that undone. And you can tell by how the body moves how much better it is, because your coils and your shocks are doing all the moving instead of the whole thing. So every time you hit a rock, it's like, man, you know. So I'm hoping that's going to make a huge difference by doing that. But definitely, I learned I need to put some lockers in the front and sway bar disconnect pins, and make this a lot better ride for sure. But I am proud of it. It's an old Jeep, but it's tough as nails. It really is. It's got the 4.0 liter engine in it, which a lot of guys that know those engines, you can't hardly kill them. They were made by American Motor Company, and they're still just a badass engine. They really still are, and I wish they still made this kind of engine. It's very simple. It ain't loaded in sensors like all the newer ones. They're just a really good engine, and I really like those engines. And that was one reason why I bought this TJ, is because I like the 4.0 liter engine. It's a very good, reliable engine. You can put hundreds of thousands of miles on them. They're just, you know how the old engines are in all the old trucks, the old Fords and the old Chevrolets. They were just absolutely good engines. That's when they made real good motors, you know. And so now it's, everybody all over the world has some kind of part put in this, when somebody in a particular motor nowadays. So kind of how it is. But we had a fun time, and I'm going to quit talking. I've ran this a lot longer than I wanted to. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And remember to like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are continuing to grow. We are up to 108 subscribers. And every week more people are adding on to it, and so let's continue to let this YouTube channel continue to grow. I love bringing this content so all of you can see it from your home that aren't able to go out and do this, or if you see it, say, hey, I would like to go try to do that stuff, and maybe you'll get into it. We were talking the other night about getting into this. Here I'm going to talk some more. I sold my boat, I sold my camper to start doing this kind of stuff and going out and camping with my rig. I've got a rack on top. I can put my Gazelle 10 on top. And so I had to do that so I could go do this. And I don't regret it. I love going out and doing this because I'm in nature. I see things that I wouldn't typically see if I didn't go. And I love it. And it's fun. And so, and we really like to get out there and do that. So I'm glad that I chose to do this, you know, and you know, talking to other people, you know, about it, and they're kind of the same way. You're like, hey, you know, all of a sudden, I think it was Kai and Lisa the night when we was talking. Kai's like, I had a bass boat at one time, and you know, and all that stuff, and so that, you know, got into it, and I love it. It's absolutely fun, and it's really fun to go out with others as well that like to do that as well and visit. The other night, I absolutely enjoyed visiting with Kai and Lisa and Brett and Jessica, you know, with us and stuff. And man, it was fun. We had some good laughs and things like that. But and her s'more, oh, what was it Lisa made? I forgot now. They're like s'more tacos or something like that. I can't remember, Lisa, what they were called now, but so forgive me. But they were good. I loved them. I probably could eat 2 or 3 more, but I probably don't need to. But but anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. And remember to make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And all right, I'm really going to quit talking this time. I promise I'm going to quit talking this time. All right, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video.
Brett, kind of follow the way I just came because there's a pretty good rock there. Righty.
Mm-hmm.